I'm Chris DeLeon of GamKeto, and
I'm Krister McFunkyPants Kaitila.
Beginning of August, we put on Enjoy GameDev, an online conference where we invited 8 speakers together to speak about making games sustainably. Event was an enormous success. We really got a lot of people involved, a lot of people meeting, a lot of people networking. So keeping the momentum up, we have another event coming this Saturday. Chris, you want to say something about how this event's different from our first one, Enjoy GameDev?
Well, our first one, which we called Enjoy GameDev, was more touching on the psychological side of game development. In response to the survey we did afterwards, we realized the topics that were of interest to the people there were business related next. This is something that a lot of us indies struggle with. We hear a lot of doom and gloom in the press, but also hear of amazing success stories. So we decided, let's keep the momentum going from the last conference and hold another one right away, now that we have this great network of people and topics to explore. So we've called the new conference GameDevBiz.
That's right. And so speaking of which, we're going to now just throw over to, we've got videos with a few of our guests talking a bit about what they'll be speaking about. Let's hear it from them.
I'm Amir Rao. I'm the studio director and co-founder of Supergiant Games. We're an independent team based in San Francisco, California, and we did Bastion, Transistor, and Pyre. Our studio was started in 2009 in the living room of my dad's house. And I'll be talking at GameDevBiz about how we started Supergiant, how we built the team, picked the games we worked on, and some of the challenges we faced as a company.
My name's Casper Gray. I'll be speaking this Saturday. I started in the industry in 1999, working at an internet startup, and then quickly moving to publishing, working at SCI Games, Eidos, and then Square Enix Europe. Nowadays, I work on the other side of the table, helping developers land publishing deals. I'm going to be sharing some of the expertise I picked up working on the publishing side, and also working with some top indie studios, landing them publishing deals. We're going to look at how to select a marketable idea from the ideas you're creating in your studio, how to get people interested in that idea, so they're as excited as you are, and then how to negotiate an appropriate business deal for the project, and then how to sign a fair contract to make sure you don't fall into any common pitfalls.
Hey, I'm Stephanie. I'll be speaking on Saturday about making a living off of game tools. I own Binomial with my partner, Rich Geldreich. We both have a background in the game industry. Before this, I worked at Oculus making virtual reality demos, and before that, worked at Unity helping build their game engine. We since have owned this company and we sell a texture compression product. We sell it to game companies. So you can not only make a living off of selling your games, but you can also make a living off of the tools that go into building games. And since starting this company, we've talked to lots of other game tools businesses, learned about their business models. Many of them make games, and it's just easier to make money off of selling the tools. So I'll be talking about that, how we founded the company, how different people make it work, and how you can potentially make it work.
Oh, hey, and it's Chris again. I'll also be speaking at this Saturday's conference. My subject has to do with biz dev skills that often catch a lot of technical people off guard. So many people I work with as a private trainer in game development or through my club or otherwise are people who are coming often from a programming background, computer science, software engineering, IT, general kind of work a lot with machines and are smart people, but just kind of find that there's a lot of hurdles of different types of challenges, different types of difficulties, different types of things that catch us off guard. And so a lot of what I've learned from that is patterns of how I can help explain the ideas and differences of, okay, how do we shift from the ways of thinking that served us well here to the kinds that serve us well when we're working on the business challenges? How we can kind of structure our communications with the team, how we can stay on a schedule on a much longer term, how we can just kind of see the world through the lens that works for the kind of challenges we deal with in business.
Hey, I'm Jared Huntley, and I'm super excited to be part of GameDevBiz. From my background in being involved in the independent music scene and then getting involved in the independent game scene, I realized there's a lot of similarities. I think there's a lot that game developers can learn from indie musicians as far as how to run a business, how to market themselves, how to build an audience, how to get their name out there. So the fact that it's online means that anyone can join throughout the world. And so I'm really excited to connect with you, to talk, and to start a dialogue.
What's up, guys? My name is Tim Ruswick, and I'm talking at GameDevBiz about indie game advertising. Now, a lot of people think advertising is overrated or it doesn't work or there's a lot of things wrong with it when you're dealing with indie games, but there's a lot of stuff that most people don't know. I ran a marketing company for 5 years, and I learned a lot of the ins and outs, ups and downs of how indie game advertising works. Most people actually advertise the wrong way. They waste their money. They throw money at the wall and they don't get any results. I'm going to show you how to actually use the secrets that some of the bigger companies use to monetize their games and how to put that into practice at a small or a smaller budget so that you can use with your games.
It's a complex thing, business of game development. There's a lot of different ways about it, a lot of different scales. People find ways to make it work. So our speakers represent, in some cases, potentially different philosophies about it, different approaches to it. And it's going to try to help give you sort of a sampler platter to decide what are some of the pros and cons, what are some of the trade-offs involved, differences between level of control and ownership, differences between potential for scale, differences between stability, to again figure out, okay, what's right for your comfort level, your objectives, your priorities, what you want out of it. Last event, we had people joining us from Russia, had people joining us from Europe, had people joining us from throughout North, South America. So by all means, it can work in your time zone. Our guest speakers, one of them last time was from Australia. You can make it work if you want to join us live. But if you're watching this video maybe after September 30th, or if you just know September 30th is not a great day for you, Krister, what do we have as another option?
Well, the good news is that you don't have to be available at the time of the conference. You can pre-order nicely edited videos of the event afterwards that you'll be able to download and watch at your own pace. But if you can attend live, we have allotted time where we welcome people to show us what they're working on.
And something that actually we didn't actually foresee until after I'd done all the editing from last event's videos was that you really actually still get some of the networking benefits. You might feel like, oh, I can't be there live. I don't get to put my word out there. What happens is you still get to see everyone at the event posting their Twitter handles, posting their websites, posting their podcasts, whatever. So you can reach out to them and say, hey, I found you through GameDevBiz. I found you through this event. And to them, you're just going to, they'll think you also were at the live event. It's still a part of your network. Still a great way to meet people. You get to hear from them. You can contact them about like, oh, you mentioned such and such. There's a great question you asked this speaker. Let's chat about that. Open up those dialogues. So again, even if it doesn't work for you live, we're really all about trying to make conferences and the benefits of conferences work for more people around the world. And we think we make it work for you. So check out GameDevBiz.com. Live September 30th, 10 a.m., 3 p.m.
Look forward to seeing you.
See you there.